Hey everybody, welcome back to the Royal Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I am reading on today. But before we get started, you know what I'm going to say. Have you subscribed yet? Go in your settings and go ahead on and subscribe. Find your subscribe button. And while you're in there, hit your notification bell so you'll know when I upload or just want to pop in like I am right now. And give me a thumbs up to fight my nemesis. And we all know what that is that unrelenting beast of an algorithm. I really, really would appreciate it. We also have our join button up below. That is for our channel memberships. And if you choose to become a channel member and support this channel by joining the reading club, you will help it to grow, to improve, and to continue. And I will be oh so grateful to you for that. All right. I can't say let's get into the read because it's not a read. This is messy tweets, messy and shady tweets that I have found while I am in these internet streets today. And of course, you know, I stay in them internet streets putting together the read, and I come across some of the shadiest and some of the messiest tweets. And when I see them, I'll just be just laughing. And my first thought is to share them with all of you. So I decided to do another shady, messy tweet podcast. So with all that said, let's get into the shady, messy tweets and let's all kiki together because I'm telling you, I have been kikiing most of the morning going through all these tweets, and these that I have chosen are just delicious. And we're just going to laugh together. All right, first up is this one. It says, imagine being called and referring to yourself as the Prince of Wales and you don't speak or understand Welsh and never even bother to learn Welsh in your 40 plus years, despite knowing since toddlerhood that you would inherit the title. Mediocre is a understatement. Can we argue with that? I cannot argue with that because we all know my feelings about that mediocre crew. And one thing about Charles, when Charles learned that he already knew he was going to be the Prince of Wales, but when he became the Prince of Wales and the Queen, I saw it in the crown. She felt that it was so important for him if he was going to carry that the title for him to learn Welsh because I don't know about the Welsh people, but it would be very insulting to me. Well, the whole Prince of Wales thing, if you know the history of that, that's insulting to the Welsh people. And to have the person, an English prince, to carry the Prince of Welsh's name, and on top of that insult, you don't even know Welsh. I think mediocre is the perfect name for that. But this particular tweet, it says it's an understatement, and I tend to agree with that. All right, our next one it says the idea of no longer making money from her image as they photograph her on their soil and hating her in proximity is what is making the British media's tantrum even funnier. And that says it all. They are so mad and butthurt that Megan is no longer over there, would not take their nasty behavior and bullying, and also would not stay and allow them to use her for money. It's enough people that uses her images for money that do nothing but hate on her. And I saw a tweet about that, but I did not even want to bring that to this podcast because we all know who those flying monkeys are. So, but Yeah, and I am just so glad that they cannot no longer make the money. And it is so sweet. All right, let's go to the next tweet. It says, and this one is so funny. Ah, in the bottom, you can see Harry and Meghan dancing, and it says, Viva Colombia. What South America, what South Africa and Nigeria begun, you completed. Prince Harry and Meghan on the dance floor and kissed to seal it. And that is so true. And then, but the person who retweeted, now that is where the shadiness is so sweet. It says, but guys, they weren't invited to Balmoral. They must be miserable deep down and all. They just think that is such a flex to go to Balmoral and saying Harry and Meghan wasn't invited. Harry and Meghan wasn't invited. Harry and Meghan was dancing. Doing the salsa in Colombia. Viva la Colombia. Now, who in the world, if I had to make a choice of being in Colombia or being at that dull castle, and probably it's probably so cold and dingy, why in the world would I be miserable that I did not get invited? And they are acting like every year they act like it's such a flex that Harry and Meghan doesn't get invited. Harry and Meghan didn't show up to that castle when the Queen was living. Why in the world would they show up now with Charles over there with his boring tail? Just saying. All right, let's keep it going. Now, this is one of my favorite. We all recognize this dude, and he gets on my last nerve. He is one of the flying monkey. Well, I can't call him a original flying monkey because he's not a reporter, but he is one of them body language experts that has turned into a Megan hater. And he has a Megan hating channel where he sits there and tell all kinds of lies about Megan's body language. And I don't think he is no more a body language expert than I am. Me and him probably have the same credentials, and that's none. So, so him being a body language expert is so funny to me. But we all saw Harry and Meghan's body language during this past weekend, and I think anybody who can have can call themselves a body language expert or somebody who just has common sense can see that this couple loves one another and is very, very happy. But let's get into this tweet. I love it. It says the fake body language expert never there when you need him. Are you silent? Or are you silenced? Because he has been telling his viewers for years and years and years how Harry and Meghan don't love each other or they breaking up or some old negative nonsense that he cooks up every day and they sit there and eat it up. It is the most pathetic thing. And he has been quiet on this one. But I'm sure he will come up with something because he is a grifter and a con artist. But I digress. Let's go on. This is one I love too. It is so shady and so delicious. It says, if you see the pictures, one of Kate, I think they were at a garden party, and they look like they've been eating onions because do not look happy. But they always want to say Harry and Meghan are the ones that are getting a divorce. But I digress. And of course, Harry and Meghan is doing the salsa. So the tweet reads, why would you want zombies when you can have rock stars? I mean, yeah, why would you? I love that tweet. And they do look like they, but it gets on my nerve. Harry and Meghan, when they are out and together, you can clearly see the love between them. When will not and cannot are out, you can clearly see that it is some distance there. I don't know what the state of their marriage is, but it is something going on there. All right, we moving on. This is another good one. This is another good one. It says watching Kensington Royals derangers make up languages that William is supposed to be able to speak is hilarious. They're shook that Megan can speak Spanish and fluently. William had to read French off of cue cards, and Wadey mumbles Katie, mumbles through English. Y'all are still losing. And it has a picture of somebody laughing and said, "Oh Lord." And that is true. They are over there. The derangers are over there. I'm telling you, if soon they're going to be claiming that William has turned water into wine and made one loaf for several loaves. I mean, like Jesus did, and fed the multitude. He done took one loaf and multiplied it to the point where he fed multitudes. Their lives are just that deranged and over the top. It is just pathetic. It's a video of him admitting that he cannot speak Swahili. He just only had enough. They had told him enough in order for him to use it as a greeting. But these derangers want to make him fluently to that he speaks Swahili fluently. I mean, the arrangement is a permanent mental health issue, to say the least. This is another funny one. It says, "Look, you give when you discover they lied to you. They told you you was chosen to be king and in training since birth. When 40 plus years you wake up and you're the Prince of Wales, and yet you can't speak Welsh. And neither is your future consort who has been waiting and waiting." And I love this tweet because it is shady, but it is true. They act like just because they were going to get the title, that somehow miraculously they were going to be able to speak Welsh. Or it's either that or they just didn't care. My bet is that they just did not care. They feel like they can just do the bare minimal and everybody be fine with it. And basically their plan has worked because I have never saw two mediocre human beings that people praise to high heaven. I swear Kate cannot put three sentences together, and she came out on at that tennis match in Wimbledon, and they just applauded and applauded her, and that was the most ridiculous thing I ever saw in my life. But you know, it works for them. Evidently, you don't have to do much. And I don't know why I'm surprised because why would they do much? All William has ever done, his big moment is to slip out of the birth canal. And I love this one too. It says, when you know the British media has to pay for footage of Harry and Meghan in Colombia, and she is doing a cheers, and the person who reposted it said, and that's the genius of Harry and Meghan. They did this in Nigeria too. They only allowed the local media inside to film and take pictures, so the toxic British media had to pay them. Love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's go to the next one. I am loving these tweets. And I'm also going to post some new pictures that I found on X of the trip. And I mean, it's so beautiful. And I just love them. I just love them. All right, we're getting close to two more, two more, two more. Uh, this one says, all of a sudden, William can speak 10,000 different languages after hearing Miss Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, Princess Meghan, speaking Spanish. And if you go over on the dark side, I'm telling you, the lies they are telling about William's ability. And we all know William has none. And it is the funniest thing. And this particular tweet, I love it because it says, make it make sense. It cannot make sense. All right. This one right here is one of my favorite ones. It says, I literally been speechless since I seen the salsa video. I am currently deceased. RIP to me. I have been literally deceased ever since I saw Harry and Meghan doing the salsa too, but with the little kids. And I'm gonna post a picture of Harry dancing with one of the little girls, and she is so thrilled with Harry. It is, uh, I'm like her. R.I.P. to me. And I just wanted to pop this one in. It doesn't have anything to do with the trip, but this podcaster, her name is Alex Cooper, called her, the name of the podcast is called Call Her Daddy Podcast, is leaving Spotify and moving to Sirius XM. And somebody tweeted about it because they act like Harry leaving Spotify. I mean, Harry and Megan leaving Spotify and going to Lemonada was like, oh my God, they didn't want him no more. Just Harry and Meghan cannot make career moves or business moves. It's as if they somehow are being rejected in every form and fashion when they decide something else could be better for them. I have just never saw anything like it, but I am not surprised because these people continue to grasp at straws when it comes to this couple. But the tweet says it is almost as if nobody wants to stay in an exclusive deal with Spotify. And it has Oprah looking under like, come on now. Who in the world would want to stay at Spotify? The whole thing today is to have your podcast on multiple platforms. And that's what Harry and Meghan wanted. They wanted the Meghan wanted the flexibility to have her podcast on many platforms, not just Spotify. And I'm sure Alex Cooper's uh, call her call her daddy podcast is pretty much the same way. People don't want to be on Spotify and just Spotify only. I'm just saying. All right, we're gonna do some good ones. Well, I'm gonna post a picture of Megan with her necklace. She had a necklace on when she was at the drumming school, and on the necklace is showing that it has Archie and Lily's name on it. And I love it. I love it. It is so cute. And I'm gonna post that. And I'm also going to post it's another one. Where is it? What is it? Where is it? Oh, I know which one it is. Oh my goodness. It is. I want to do two more. And these are really, really good ones. And it says, every trip Harry and Meghan takes reinforces just how badly the Windsors screwed up the price they paid for their racism. No wonder they're having what I can only assume a jealous, hair pulling summit in Balmoral about what to do. This is so correct and on point. and it is a repost, and the the reposting under it, it says the picture represents everything about this trip: the joy, the partnership, the vibrant colors, the diversity. Colombia, you've been great. And this is true with the Windsors. They screwed this up. And what this particular person who posted it is talking about Balmoral, I'm going to do my read later on about, and it's supposed to be some kind of summit at Balmoral, but basically she said it's a jealous hair pulling summit. And I believe that to be true. And they don't have much hair to pull over there. I'm just saying. All right. This one more. uh And, where is the one? This one. This is the last one. It says, that's a wrap on Harry and Meghan's tour to Colombia. What an amazing, successful trip it was. Again, they showed that incredible ability to embrace the local people and culture. No pompous ceremonies, no patronizing gestures or symbolism. So proud of them. And that's the way I feel. I am so proud of Harry and Meghan, and I am such a proud supporter of them. I over there on the dark side, it seems that the bots feed them better. But I would not trade Harry and Meghan supporting them for nothing that they have over there. I'm just so happy that their trip went well, that they're probably safely at home, doing their school run with Archie and Lily. I just love it. All right, y'all. That's it. I hope y'all enjoyed the messy tweets, the shady, messy tweets. Bye.